Hi there, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about breathing and breath work and the importance of breathing in a mindful way. There's a lot out there on the internet about this. I'm not proposing to reinvent the wheel. I'm not proposing to talk about anything overly scientific. I just thought I'd give a nuts and bolts guide on why breathing is important and why breathing mindfully works. So from an evolutionary perspective, when we are faced with peril or threat, for example, a tiger in the woods, our body, quite rightly, kicks in and it sends cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and adrenaline, which is another hormone that makes us really fast and be able to escape, through our bodies using our sympathetic nervous system. And it puts loads of oxygen into our blood, and it puts our main blood down into our sort of organs to protect them, and it just makes us be able to go really fast or hide, and it puts the fight or flight reflex into place. When the threat had gone, from an evolutionary perspective, our parasympathetic nervous system would kick in and flood our body with the calm hormones like oxytocin and just make us nice and calm and rested, and our body would go back into its sort of normal resting state where our prefrontal cortex would come back online, we'd be able to socialise again, we'd be able to think clearly, make plans, reflect, do all the things that humans need to do. The problem we've got nowadays is that our tigers are now emails, and our things that we're trying to escape from are our chaotic lives where we have just too much to do and too much pressure on us and huge amount of productivity requirements and bosses giving us deadlines all of the time. And the other thing is that we can't normally, a lot of us can't exercise in the way we want to either because we're sort of stuck at our desks all the time. And so we have this constant build-up of cortisol and adrenaline in our bodies, and our sympathetic nervous systems just aren't turning off. And this just leads to burnout and exhaustion and stress and hypervigilance. And it's chronic. And it's affecting so many of us. And the reason that breathing helps is because what it does is if you're breathing out for longer than you're breathing in, which is what we do when we're deeply rested, you're telling your body that actually there is no tiger in the woods, that everything is actually okay. The tiger's gone. And it kicks in the parasympathetic nervous system. And if you do this regularly, and I don't mean for sort of like half a day at a time, I just mean if you can, 1 minute, 2 or 3 times a day, breathe out for the count of 11, breathe in for the count of 7. That's what works for me. You don't have to time it to 11 seconds or 7 seconds, just breathe out for 11 and then in for 7 for about a minute, a couple of times a day. You'll find that you restore the hormonal balance to your body in terms of the stress hormones and the calm hormones. You just recalibrate your parasympathetic nervous system, and you'll find that you just reduce your blood pressure, your heart rate, your breathing rate, and just tell your body that the tiger is gone. It's super helpful. The British Heart Foundation's got a list of really great breathing exercises to do, and so I'll pop a link to that in the notes below. Thank you for listening.